another renovation episode. Today we're just going to be doing a sit-down style video, answering some of your frequently asked questions about the renovation. We could touch a little bit on budget.
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But yeah, that's what this video is going to entail, guys. So get ready. So first question, any tips for someone about to start renovating with their partner?
Oh, that's a very good question, that one.
Do you want me to say?
I'd probably...
I lost it.
Maybe you definitely need to get a designer, A.
Yeah.
B, you need to make sure that your partner is across everything in the design process.
Yeah, which I haven't been.
Yeah, because questions that have already been answered to Sky are coming back now and she's not happy with things. So,
no, I never remembered discussing that.
No, I'm talking about in the kitchen area.
I never remember discussing that either.
That's because you don't really listen.
No.
You don't listen when we go through the thing.
No, there was never a sink. The sink had never been brought up, but I need to look more closely at the 3D renders to be more
yeah,
aware.
They're indicative though. You always go off the elevations.
Which I don't know how to read, so.
Yeah. Never ever try and go into a reno without having a design planned, because it's gonna end up in anarchy.
Getting a second opinion too is always really good and helpful.
Yeah.
Don't have too much on your plate because it is very, very full on. It's very hectic. And yeah, it is going to be a super stressful time. So...
You have been pretty stressed doing this, haven't you, doll?
I will be when it like comes together and I can see what's happening like that. Like if I walked in and they were like putting the aircon vent on a main feature wall, I would have a fucking mental breakdown. So yeah, what is the budget? So I'm gonna say this because I've already said it on a podcast. We borrowed 650,000 from the bank, and you've put a lot of personal money into it. I put a little bit of my personal money into it. So it's kind of like coming from the loan and what we have and what we can get
without drawing off the loan,
yeah, without drawing off the loan, because we want to kind of try and keep the interest down. Something about the offset. And we are down to what, 400,000 roughly already?
No, I think it's 480.
Which is crazy because we haven't even...
The majority of the structural works and like all the infrastructure is now in, and the rest is finishes, like plastering, all the services are all done. Like, I know it's going to be close, but we're definitely over budget.
Yeah, which was always going to be the case.
Yeah.
I feel like we knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
And I feel like you always go over budget with
anything.
Yeah, and considering this is such a big project, it's really hard to like quote and gauge everything perfectly. So yeah, that's that. A breakdown of the budget. So what we spent.
Doing that on a separate?
Yeah, we'll just touch on it here now because may as well. So we've spent, what did you say, 80,000 on trades just for the demolition?
Yeah, there was about 80K in cost for demo alone.
Which is
higher gear, like skip bins, scissor lift, duct lifters. The skip bins are the killer because everything was concrete and brick and tile. So
yeah, there was a lot of waste.
$1,000 every bin you see. I think we've gone through like 20 skip bins. So it's like 20 grand just in skip bins.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, labour, removing everything. Yeah, labour costs are definitely a lot more expensive than they used to be. And so is the waste levy, like everything's just gone up a lot.
So yeah.
And timber pricing, everything, yeah.
Live, laugh, love.
Yeah.
And we haven't even gotten any materials yet, so that is really expensive, especially if you want high quality tapware and tiles and furniture. It's all going to be very, very costly.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll be fun, but we'll touch on the budget a little more when we start to get all the materials and stuff like that, and we can do it properly. If you guys are more interested in learning about budget, let us know in the comments box below. But that's how much we borrowed from the bank. Okay, can I move in? There will be room. What will be your favorite part of the house?
Probably the golf simulator.
Oh my God.
Probably the golf simulator in the basement.
The theatre room.
In this whole dwelling,
Oh my God.
the garage, the loft, everything, I don't have a room to my name. So I think I deserve
Yeah, he
one
just
room,
owns half of the house, but no.
No, but we're not talking about the house. We're talking about the allocation of the house.
Why don't you
to each
do all your
individual.
stuff up in the loft?
Because that'll be my home office.
Oh, okay, so you just mentioned another space of yours, but here you are telling people that you only have one space in the whole house.
Yeah, but if you don't want a home office like next to me,
I do need a home office.
Yeah, so that'll be our space then. But this basement's going to be just a bit of boys' noise, I reckon.
You're on the golf course every weekend.
Yeah.
Okay, people are wanting to know the finish date. So I feel like this is kind of like budget. You're always going to go over.
I think June is a healthy finish date at the moment. It's all going to depend on when the windows, doors get here. The rest is okay. The rest is achievable. It's mainly just the, and that's not including the landscaping either. Like the landscaping's a massive project in itself, so that's not even in the budget.
Yeah.
The landscaping. But yeah, I think June, start of June is an achievable completion date, in my opinion.
I'm going to put bets on July, August.
Oh, that's a good attitude.
Yeah, I just know that. It's going to take time.
Well, we've got 3 months.
Yeah, it's still going to take time. Okay.
Oh, end of June? No, start of June. Yeah, we've got 3 full months, so I think we're looking good, man.
How do you find living in the same place you're renovating?
It's a nightmare.
It has been a lot. It's just with the dogs barking whenever someone comes to the house. There's always tradesmen in the area. There's always
trying to leave the driveway. There's people in the driveway.
But I mean, they're not bad problems to have. I feel like we're just being picky. But
I think we've definitely been lucky to save a shitload of money by living in a loft. So
yeah,
we're grateful that we could do that.
Yes, very grateful that we've got a garage.
And it was never planned for that either. That just happened by coincidence, really, that we could dwell in there.
Yeah.
Costs a bit of money to set it up.
Not as much as it would have cost to move though, to a rental.
You think if we were in a rental for a year, we would have been up for like 50 grand, I'd say.
Yeah, like.
Oh yeah, 55 grand, easy.
It probably would have been a lot more comfortable, but because it's such a short period of time, we just thought, let's just do it.
You said you were gonna sort of film and stuff, and it's good for you to be here, so we didn't have to take everything out of the house.
I mean, all of the stuff that we put into our storage.
I knew that was coming.
All the stuff that we put into our storage unit is all gone mouldy anyway. So.
Have you had a look at it?
No, I'm too scared.
So you're shooting from the hip there.
Well, you told me it was mouldy.
I didn't say it was mouldy. I said some of it was wet.
Yeah, so we'll see what's damaged.
Yeah.
But I mean, we've lived this
life of chaos. It's just always been a construction site, so it's going to be great to actually just sit in here and relax for once without having to lift a finger and do things.
Yeah, I mean, sorry. I'm excited for there not to be people coming to the house.
Yeah.
The only people that will be coming to the house is the postman, and I'm very excited. Because it means we get our privacy back. It's been, I don't think it's been too difficult living with like a lot of people rustling about in this house, but if I like want to go, because our bathroom's outside, I have to cover up. I can't just like walk around freely and whatever. I have to be cautious that there's people around.
Yeah.
So yeah, but no, like Lockie said, we're very grateful that we can live in there and save costs and put it towards the renovation.
Absolutely.
Okay, I did screenshot questions ages ago, but I don't even know if I'm going to be able to find them. A girl did ask about the basement and if it's still flooded and what's been happening in the basement.
Yeah, so the basement is currently full of water.
And that's always been an ongoing problem since we've moved in.
Yeah, so when we first moved in, the previous owner sheeted over the walls with timber and plasterboard in the hopes that no one would ever find that there was blistering up the whole wall.
Blistering?
Yeah, like water bubbles.
Oh, which is because
So-
it floods.
Yeah, no, it doesn't flood. It's basically, it's 40 years old and it hasn't ever been properly waterproofed from the external footprint or the external grounds of the basement. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so
Or
are
it
we
would
going
have
to
been
go
done
in?
properly, but it's failed over time because it's 40 years old. So basically, we've got a outlet now coming into the basement. We're cutting in a pump, so if water ever does go into there, the water will pump straight back out externally into drainage to get away from the house. So that's all covered now, but it's just been full of water now due to the
The rain
rain
coming
coming
in
in.
from outside.
So that has been sort of, but I think like over time that's been one of the most stressful things living in this house, because whenever it did rain, we'd
Yeah.
have to get it in there, pump everything out. Like we had drum kits, like everything was down there originally and
All
it all
of
got
our
damaged.
storage stuff.
Yeah. So it's just been an ongoing nightmare, but and I sort of always left that until I knew we were doing the renos to solve the problem. So now it's solved and we just need to get that pump cut into the slab and then, yeah, that's addressed. But anything else that was been stressful?
How many tradesmen have you fired?
Only one on here.
No, I thought there was there was like 2 more guys that were a bit younger that were let go too.
Oh, that probably would have been, yeah, but I can't remember. So when we were away, there was a big tornado. I don't even know, was it Simpson or something? Or
I don't know what
I
it was
can't remember
called.
the name of the
But we weren't here.
there's-
My mum was looking after the garage, the loft, and the dogs. And yeah, she said we lost all electricity, all power. We had to throw out everything in the fridge. But luckily we were in Fiji, so we didn't really see it all happen. But it would have been...
Yeah, I was stressing out because the whole house at that stage was on acro props and all these internal walls were out. So I was freaking out thinking that the whole house is going to collapse. So,
Oh my gosh, fully. Because it's being held up at the moment.
well, it's all the structural posts and steel is all in now. So now it's structurally sound. But when we were in Fiji,
Oh my God.
it was all on props. So I was freaking out thinking that the whole thing was just gonna fucking tip over, but that was just over thinking, I guess.
But no, it held up pretty well. There wasn't too much damage either around the property or anything.
No, it was mainly like no trees down or anything here. It was mainly just the front fence during the floods
Oh yeah.
popped out and all the colorbond fencing sort of fell out. But yeah, apart from that, there was no damage.
And we've got roadworks happening right outside our driveway. So our main driveway has actually been closed off at the moment. And they have created a temporary driveway for us, which is...
Yeah.
What's going to happen about that when this is all finished, by the way? When is the roadworks going to be finished?
3 weeks apparently. And they're going to do a new entry for us, which is amazing because there was a massive pothole down there. So they're redoing
they're
the
gonna
whole...
fix it?
Yeah, they're re-asphalting the whole thing up to our concrete driveway.
That's so good.
Yeah.
What about the rock dirt driveway that they've created through
Well, I was
there?
thinking we could probably just leave that, go down, and then it's a driveway, maybe curve it back around into wherever we do the shed, the barn thing.
Oh yes, so you could drive up through another entryway.
No, through our entryway, up the driveway, then you turn left and then drive to the shed.
Ah, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Because that's going to damage the grass.
Yeah, but we could just put gravel on top of that road base.
Yep, that'll be
Yep.
gorge. Okay, cool. So let's talk about the shed you just mentioned. That's definitely out of the budget.
Yeah.
But we do want to do...
That's half the reason why old mate got the flick,
Why?
because he cut, I told him specifically, all the rafters
yeah.
at the front,
So the old roof, that's
the
rafters.
old roof, yeah. It was all,
People don't
sorry,
know
not
reno
rafters,
terms.
trusses. It was all trusses.
Like a timber beam? What is it?
A timber, like these are rafters over here.
That's a rafter.
Yeah, so that can carry its own load from the ridge down to the load-bearing wall. But whereas a truss is,
Supports both.
yeah, truss is self-supported and it carries all the load onto the walls.
Okay.
So
So we were going to reuse the trusses.
yeah, for the
For
shed
the
and
shed
the
down on
gym,
the-
sort of whatever we're going to do down there.
Yeah.
We're going to use the rafters for that. the trusses for that.
To save
And I
costs,
specifically
obviously.
Told, yeah, said person, and he cut them all.
That's annoying, yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, That's that, but we'll hopefully do like a gym. I want like to do a photo studio down there so I can do GPA e-commerce stuff, which happens frequently. Just something.
And a golf simulator down there too.
Yes, we can do the golf simulator in the gym, studio, whatever.
Yeah.
So that will happen later down the track. Hopefully we can borrow some more money.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh yeah.
Yes, so people always ask us if we're going to on-sell or if this is going to be our forever home.
Yeah.
So what do you
I
think?
I definitely want to enjoy it for like another couple of years, and I think the kids definitely would love living here once it's all done.
Yeah, I'm keen to just get settled into like a routine, a home life. Like, life has been so busy lately, especially with both of us working, Forrest starting school, Bear changing kindies. Like, we're in like a bit of a groove now, and I'm just excited to just relax, live in the new house, get into routine and just enjoy it and not have to think about what's next for at least, like Lockie said, a couple of years or so.
Yeah, but I think always like everyone, if the price is right, it would sell, but I think...
Oh, another plan. Sorry, keep going.
No, you're right, you go, bud.
You go.
You go.
So yeah, our plans for when it's all finished is to actually hire it out as a shoot location because it's going to be so unique and beautiful. And I would love to give brands and models and content creators an opportunity to come here and create some beautiful work, some beautiful content. So that's definitely on the horizon, the little... And then we could, I would love to hold on to it. I don't want to get rid of it. I would love to...
if someone came up to you though and said, I'll give you $5 million for it tomorrow, what would you say?
I would want to keep it. I would want to keep her. It's like...
Yeah, I know.
It holds so much for us, and like...
Yeah.
The kids have grown up here. I don't know. I'm getting
6 million? 7 million?
I'm getting a bit sentimental. But yeah, it would be a game changer if someone actually said that.
7 mil or 6.
But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But
well, the market's going to go back up anyway eventually once the interest rates come down. So.
Oh my gosh, that's so scary. So yeah, I'm really keen to get this going as like a work.
As a little side hustle, yeah.
Yeah, it's always going to be like a work project for us, I feel.
Yeah, and we're always going to be improving it also. Like I think like about the landscaping, there's so much potential. Like I want to do like a little mini ramp for the kids. I want to do like an inbuilt trampoline for the kids, and playgrounds, and a little golf green out there too.
Oh, there's so much.
Yeah, but like, yeah.
Because we've got the land.
We haven't been able to actually enjoy it. It's always just been a construction site.
It's always been a hindrance.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're keen to enjoy it, get it going as a family home, and hopefully make some money back to pay off that big fat loan.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, that is it for the questions, guys. Thank you so much for your questions, and thank you so much for joining the journey of the Talai La Casa Grande renovations. We've loved having you.
And it's still not over yet, so we'll see you next time.
See you next time.